What's going on, first grade? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Whatever time you're watching this, it's daytime when I'm recording this video right now. We're in our reading. We're going to be on week 12, day number 3. You need your paper. You should be ready to work on. We're going to talk about the predicting what happens in the story. So just write your name at the top, write the date as well. Remember yesterday, guys, we were working on the story, and we had a story with the young girl Sarah, right? What did we predict that she was going to do? Remember, she was always dressed down, but then she started dressing up. She put her hair in ponytails. She put on some nice shoes, and her mom put ribbons in her hair. And what did we predict was going to happen next in the story? We predicted that she was probably going to go somewhere nice, right? All right. All of these stories, they give us clues. Every sentence we read is not wasted. Every sentence has an important clue to what will probably happen next. Okay. You have to really read the story over and over, kind of to give an idea, to get yourself an idea of what is going to happen. That's what we call a prediction. A prediction is when you're making a guess about what you think is going to happen next. Just like I've been saying the last few days, I predict that I'll see you tomorrow. I predict that you're going to watch this video later. And why is that? Because the clues that we have. You've been watching the videos. Tomorrow's a school day, and you guys are going to be learning. We're only on day 3. We have 4 or 5 days this week, so that's what we're doing. So we're going to read today, day number 3. I will say this: sometimes when you read, you already know that things that will happen will, or I should say this. I'm reading from my book and I'm trying to talk my ideas at the same time. So let me say what they're going to say first, and then I'll repeat it to you. All right. It says sometimes when you read, you already know things that will help you make a good decision. And today's story, we're going to see a little bit more about that. Okay. Today's story is about a boy named Jared. Everybody say Jared. Everybody say Jared. All right, cool. Jared, he's making a tower. Now, you can use what you know about stacking things to help you predict what's going to happen next. So we know that Jared's going to make a tower, right? We already know that. Have you guys ever tried to stack something up and put it together? Dylan, Eliana, Sam, Jeremiah? You guys have tried to stack toys? Yeah? So you tried to stack toys. What happens when you stack toys? What happens when you stack them really, 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 really high? What happens? Do we know? Well, we're going to find out. What happened to you when you stacked your toys really high or stacked something really high may happen to Jared, but we have to see. All right, this is my mug I drank, and you see what it says. It says stay grounded. So that means we're just always going to be like this. We don't get too high, we don't get too low. All right, God got us. We're going to be fine. All right. So I have my tea, ready to read. We know the drill. Take every sentence very slowly, very carefully, and let's start. Jared wants to make a tower. He is using things that he finds in his yard. Jared starts by laying 2 bricks on the grass. Then he stacks some flat rocks on the bricks. And Jared piles more bricks on top of the rocks. Then he puts on a few twigs. The tower is getting tall. Jared finds some pieces of wood. He places one piece on top of another, so he's stacking high and high. He puts the biggest board on top. The tower starts to tip. That's the end of the story. Or is it? What do you think is going to happen next? So I want you guys to read it again. Pause the video right now. Read it again. Read it out loud so you can hear yourself reading it. Take your time and pay attention to the clues that you hear that are being said in the story. Jared is building his tower. He starts out really well, but by the end where we finish, his tower it started to tip. What does that mean? What do we think is going to happen next? Well, go back and read the details, pause this video. Once you come back, you'll be ready to go with me to the questions. All right? So we're ready for the questions now. We're going to be on number 1, number 2, number 3, and it's the same as we've been doing. It says fill in the circle next to the correct answer. There's a lot of good choices. You might hear some solid choices, but there's only one correct choice. All right. Number 1, what will probably happen next? A, the tower will fall. B, the tower will stand. Or C, the tower will be taller than a tree. To know what will happen next, we have to look at the last sentence. It says the tower starts to tip. And then we have to go and look at our choices for what would happen next. Number 2, what is the story about? A, things that are in a boy's yard. B, rocks and bricks, or C, a boy making a tower? So which of those choices sounds like the best? Again, there's a lot of choices in there, but there's only one correct. All right, number 3. What will Jared probably do the next time he makes a tower? A, he will place pine cones on top of the flat rocks. B, he will place the biggest board near the bottom. Or C, he will stack heavy bricks on the top. Now, you have to make a solid choice or a wise choice about that, but choose the best answer, the correct answer, all right? Not every answer is going to be, not every answer is going to sound like it's off, like it's totally wrong. Some of them are going to try to trick you. They're going to mix some truth with a little bit of untruth, all right? All right, you have that there. Now we're going down to word meanings, all right? It says circle all that you can stack. So circle all the words that you can stack, all right? I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading lesson. Really short, really quick, but I predict that you guys got all hundreds. I predict you're going to get an A+ in reading, and I predict I will see you tomorrow.